Alright, in my humble opinion that probably none of you care about deep down inside, I believe that meter pitching is superior to pinpoint pitching. I think that pinpoint pitching is tedious, it's annoying, and it's useless for throwing pitches in this video game. I understand that pitching is an art, but it does not need to be art class. I shouldn't have to be Leonardo da Vinci or Pablo Picasso in order to throw a pitch in MLB The Show. If I'm trying to paint a pitch on the corners in real life, do I want to be Pablo Picasso and Leonardo da Vinci? Yes, but I should not have to be Doodle Bob in this game in order to throw a pitch. So obviously, if you're using pinpoint and you're throwing a fastball, the fastball is just a straight line up and down. And as you can see, I couldn't even draw a straight line right there. 99.9% of the population probably can't even draw a straight line either. So why do you require me to make a straight line up and down in order to throw a fastball? Another thing, when I'm throwing a breaking ball using pinpoint, they're all different shapes. They go in all different directions. He just cracked the home run on a slider because I couldn't draw it. I couldn't time it right. It's nonsense. When I'm pitching in real life, I don't have to move my arm in 700 different directions. It's the same movement. It's the same motion damn near every single time. You're not switching up your motion and delivery. Unless you're Nestor Cortez Jr., you're not doing that. So the slider that just got absolutely pumped is going to be one type of shape. As you can see, it's kind of a G shape. The slurve is going to be another type of shape. So it's just nonsense. I don't think this belongs in the game. There's no need for it. A third thing with pinpoint that just is really irritating is the difference when you're using a left-handed pitcher compared to when you're using a right-handed pitcher. So right now I'm using Randy Johnson. Obviously we can all see that he's a left-handed pitcher. Just take a look at what the slider looks like when you're throwing it. It looks like a G. It looks like an everyday uppercase G. So right now I'm bringing in a right-handed pitcher. I'm bringing in Rob Dibble. I'm going to throw the same slider and you're going to see the difference in how irritating it is. So here's the slider with a right-handed pitcher. The G has flip-flopped. It's backwards. Why is that a thing? Why does that need to happen? So just imagine you're in a game, you're using Randy 7-8 innings, you have to put a right-handed reliever into the game, and all of a sudden, all of the breaking balls and off-speed pitches using pinpoint are flip-flopped and reversed. So now you gotta reprogram your brain, you gotta recalculate your senses in order to lock back in. You gotta flip-flop all the pitches. You gotta remember that you're using a right-handed pitcher instead of a left-handed pitcher. The pitchers are gonna have different pitches. It's just a mess. It should not be this complicated to throw a pitch. Now I'm gonna switch to meter pitching and we're gonna see how simple and straightforward meter pitching is. I don't understand why people have a problem. They act like you're a baby if you use meter pitching. Okay? It's simple and it's straightforward with no nonsense. It's all about timing. It's just boom, 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 boom. It's not boom, scribble, doodle, make a masterpiece. There's nothing like that with the meter. So the thing about the meter, it's all about timing. So we should all be familiar with some type of meter in a video game. So you're going to see a little white line inside the meter. When you start your wind up, it's going to move in one direction. When you're getting ready to deliver the pitch, it's going to jump forward in the opposite direction. So when you're using meter, you want to really focus on the pitcher's front leg. When they are going towards home plate and their leg starts to drop, when they're going to plant, that's when you want to try to throw the pitch. If you time this correctly, you're not going to miss by too much. So if I'm looking at the pitcher's front leg, he drops right there, I get a perfect pitch. It was good. Obviously, if you were to miss either way early or way late, the pitch is not going to go where you want it to. Don't even know why he swung the bat there, but that was way off target. It worked in our benefit in that scenario, but if you're online, these people are going to start to bash the baseball all over the park, and you're going to get annoyed, and you're going to want to quit. Just look how simple the meter is. There's no nonsense. It doesn't change when you're throwing a breaking ball. I can throw a slider right now. It's still the same thing, and it's all timing. I got another good pitch right there, swing and a miss. It becomes clockwork. If you get really good with the meter and you can time up the pitcher's windup, it's clockwork. It becomes second nature. You don't have to think about drawing shapes and making these patterns and making these lines and tracing over. And when it flip-flops from a righty and lefty, it doesn't. You don't need to worry about any of that. It's straightforward and it's proper pitching mechanics. Here, there. Point A, point B. So you can cook me, you can fry me about using the meter. I see people all the time in my comments that say Pinpoint is more accurate than the meter. I don't even think that's true. I don't even think that's the case. I think the word pinpoint tricks a lot of people into thinking that the pitch will be more accurate if you use pinpoint. If you time the meter up the right way and you get it down, like I just said, the pitches are going to be accurate. They're going to be in the spots that you want them to go. Obviously, if you're missing the meter, if you're mistiming the meter, the ball's going to go everywhere. It's going to leak over towards the middle of the plate. Just like pinpoint. If you mistime pinpoint and do the wrong shape or make the wrong lines, the pitch is not going to go where you want it to. Meter is just point A to point B. Pinpoint is point A to point B to point C to point H. Doesn't make sense. I'm not saying I'm the best player in the world. I'm far from the best player in the world. I get pounded all of the time. But I do have success with meter pitching. More often than not, I win games using the meter. When I try to use pinpoint, I'm all out of whack. I start getting frustrated. I want to quit. I go back to meter, and then I'm all discombobulated. It just doesn't work. Meter pitching is the way to go. You can call me a bozo, a buffoon, an idiot. I don't care. It's meter gang all day, every day. If this helped you, it helped you. If you didn't and you're just stubborn about pinpoint, that's fine. I just think meter is the way to go. If it works for you, brilliant. If it doesn't, hey, I tried. That's it.